This is Kangaroo Mapping. This is my version of what if civilization started over and the countries of the world were reset, but the geography stayed the same. In the last video, we saw the formation of the Fast Five Nations of this series, as well as the Fast War. So, to start, there's more tension in eastern Canada. The Green team would like to expand, and the territory to the east of them is the perfect spot to do so. But there is a problem. The yellow team also wants that land. So both countries send their forces into the area, leading to a battle. The green team wins. However, the red team demands that the green team withdraws from the territory. Knowing that they are unable to fight the red team, the green team obliges. Meanwhile, the blue team is angry at the red team. They took some territory that is preventing the blue team from connecting with one of their callings. The blue team decides to try a peaceful strategy fast. They will attempt to take some territory that prevents the red team from connecting with one of their callings, and then trade that territory for the land that they want. The blue team thinks that using Manitoulin Island as a launching point for their operation will be quite crucial, so they start establishing control over it. However, the red team views the blue team controlling an island so close to their main territory as a threat. So they send their military to Manitoulin Island, and the blue team responds by doing the same. A battle occurs, ending in a red team victory. The blue team claims that the red team started it and demands reparations. The red team refuses and claims that the blue team started it. This is too much for the blue team, who declares war, starting the first major war of this series. Since the blue team declared war fast, they are slightly better prepared, leading to an early advantage. The red team, however, has a major naval advantage, allowing them to resupply some of their major cities that are under siege by the blue team. This prevents the blue team from taking them as they become drawn out sieges. The red team sends a large portion of their ground forces through unclaimed land to the blue team's core territory, turning the tides of the war. However, in the east, the green team sends an ultimatum to the yellow team. They demand that all of their former territory is returned to them. The yellow team requests aid from their ally, the red team. However, with the red team distracted fighting the Great Lakes War and preferring to not have to fight another front, they decline. The yellow team reluctantly accepts the green team's ultimatum. About a month later, the green team sends their military into red team territory. The green team would quite like to have the rest of their coastline back. To defend against the green team, the red team sends a large portion of its military east, leading to the blue team stabilizing its front. The yellow team declares war on the green team as soon as they find out about the green team's entry into the Great Lakes War. However, they fail to significantly help the red team. The arrival of the red team's forces prevents the green team from capturing their capital. However, the blue team is making gains again, even managing to capture the cities that they had failed to last time. The red team redirect some of their army from the green team to stop the blue team from capturing their capital, leading to a stalemate on the eastern front. In the red team's southern puppet Ontario, they had decided to let the green team advance and then launch naval invasions of major ports to encircle the green team's southern army. This plan is going quite successfully. Most fronts are becoming stalemates. Even the green team's invasion of the yellow team has stalemated. However, the blue team is significantly more unstable than any of the other participants. Combined with the potential for the green team being encircled in Ontario, the blue team and green team are becoming quite worried that the Great Lakes War will end in an eventual red team victory. So they decide that their best chance of victory is to win a decisive battle as soon as possible. So the blue team and green team decide to attempt a joint siege of the red team's capital, while part of their military is distracted dealing with the blue team's naval invasion and launching their own naval invasions, so they both send a majority of their militaries to attempt this. Now that they have dealt with their other fronts, the red team sends a majority of their military to defend their own capital. The blue and green teams have failed to take the red team's capital. Their reinforcements have arrived. This strategic failure is the last straw for the blue team. They are now losing on all fronts. It has become quite clear that they are losing this war, unwilling to let their resources be used for a lost cause any longer. Several rebellions declare independence from the blue team. Due to their naval superiority, the red team resupplies the rebellions in their coastal territories, massively bolstering their strength. With their position being significantly improved, the red team decides to launch another invasion of the blue team's core territory. With the blue team's capital being captured and them seeing no hope of retaking it, and additionally much of their territory having fallen under the control of the rebellions, they decide to surrender. The green team concludes that they would be quite unlikely to win once the red team redirects their forces from the swiftly collapsing blue team and surrenders as well. The terms would be quite harsh. The blue team is forced to grant independence to all of its colonies as well as its northern territories. Additionally, the red team would seize the eastern part of Michigan, which is a major betrayal of the Light Papal Rebellion, but they are too weak to do anything about it. The red team also takes Manitoulin Island and the blue team's southern territory. The red team also directly integrates some of the uncontrolled territory connecting the red and blue teams. The green team would be forced to return its disputed land to the yellow team. What remains of the blue and green teams would become red team puppets. So now the first major war of this series has concluded, as well as this video. Thank you quite a lot for watching Kangaroo Mapping. I would appreciate it a very significant amount if you liked and particularly subscribed. Additionally, this will make it more likely for the next part of this series to get recommended to you.